Oh, who's that devilish looking man with the new hipster glasses looking at you? Guys, it's still me. It's still Luke from Jechmate. You may have seen my video on my Jechmate gaming channel, which said I'm changing things up on my channel, which is true. I just shot that video. Nothing's changed within the last 10 minutes since I did that video. But I did want to do a longer video to explain some things to you guys, because those of you who are more dedicated to my channel deserve a longer response. I didn't figure that everyone would want to see, a 20-30 minute video on my gaming channel. Probably not that many people would care. So I just wanted to give a couple quick minute update to them to let them know what was going on. But to you guys, the true fans, the true MVPs of Jechmate, I felt like I needed to give a deeper talk, a deeper explanation. So if you do care, you can watch this whole thing. Just FYI, just to give you guys a warning, I'm just going to let you guys know everything I've been thinking through. It's going to be word vomit. There's no real structure to this video. I'm just trying to get all my thoughts out there. So this video will be long. It will be a mess. But if you care that much, then you care that much and you watch. If you don't, you don't. Whatever. Who cares? I don't know. But I'm saying, yeah, okay. So I listed a couple of thoughts down here that I'm going to go through. Honestly, I don't even know if I wrote them all down, so some other ones might come out, or I might forget things that you guys can ask questions in the comments or on the Discord, Twitter, whatever you want to contact me if you have more questions after this. To start off, I want to talk about that first point I mentioned in that other video on my gaming channel, was that gaming takes a lot more research than music does. So what I meant by that is essentially to keep up with the list that I was trying to make for gaming, I had to do a ton of research. I had to look at gaming stats, what people were saying, because I couldn't play all these games myself. I mean, to be fair, on Steam, no one can play all the games by themselves, so it's dumb when people made an argument to me like, why aren't you playing these games that you're making lists of? Okay, you go out and you try to play 1,000 games in a year, okay? If you have the time for that, there's something else that's wrong with your life. So, I had to research critic reviews, Steam reviews, the game ratings, the making lists to compare, who had better rankings on Steam, on Metacritic, who had better stats on how many games they've sold and players and all these different things to make one list video. It actually took a lot of research, and even when I made a list like the cheap Steam games and I had a committed 50 game list that I was going to go through, it still took time to make a video and to research what I was specifically going to write out and say about a game. So just one Steam list video, even the easiest of the videos, could potentially take 10 hours because, it was 2 hours to write out, think about what I wanted to say about the game, because I didn't want to just throw random garbage out there. I wanted it to be helpful and insightful and a collection of good research into these games. And then it would take another hour to edit the audio and do voiceovers and clip the videos together and all this stuff. So, maybe even 4 hours so far already for all of that. Then, another hour to do the research on tags and writing description and making a thumbnail, and then upload time and exporting time and, oh man, social media to promote it, even though I never did it because I never actually took the time because I didn't have time anyway. So, it was a good 5 to 10 hours at least, and especially for new Steam Games videos. I had to track almost daily which games were coming out. I had to make decisions out of the thousands of games that come out that month, which ones were the best, then write about them, again, do research. Those ones even took more time. Those could be 10 to 20 hours to make one of those videos, which were more of the popular videos, but it was just really hard to keep up with it. So maybe your thought, which was my thought, okay, what if I just change things around, which is what I was kind of trying to do for the last couple months. But really with any gaming, to make a successful YouTube channel, it takes a lot of time and effort to get ahead in the research department. Even if you're just doing streaming, you need to be in the know of what games are going to do well for you as a new streamer. You have to have time to constantly stream. You have to have time to pour into probably one game so that you can kind of be an expert in, or at least people recognize you for that game. So streaming, again, didn't have enough consistent time and schedule to do that. So that was out of the question. Gameplay and Let's Play videos. Sure, that might have worked. But again, you have to do a lot of research to know what games are upcoming that people actually want to see Let's Plays on. Because you can't just do Let's Plays of old games, because people are already ranking on YouTube with millions of views for Dark Souls Prepare to Die, or for, Fallout 4, whatever the game was. If it's older than even a month, you're already way behind. If it's older, it's crazy. People on YouTube, they'll get these games before they even release and make Let's Plays. So unless you're somehow getting new games before they're even released, which is possible for me, but they were really small indie games that no one really cared about, you can't really get ahead in Let's Plays unless you put a ton of effort to research. And then again, those lists, those took a ton of time and research. To review a game, well, that meant I had to play through an entire game, or at least through a giant portion of it, and I didn't really have time to do that. And again, I would already be behind because people would be making reviews for games before they even came out. So really, lists were the only way that feasibly I could grow with the constraints that I had. I'm not saying people don't have the opportunity at all. There are people that are successful with these new games. Latana Army, he was one of my friends from doing the YouTube gaming. He's exploded to like 15,000 subscribers doing PvE Fortnite. And so, there are ways to grow, but I'm just saying, for me and my style, my personality, my time, things, I just didn't really see there's other ways to grow besides these Steam lists, which I liked doing the lists at first. I actually was really passionate about doing research and about doing statistics, stuff like that, comparing games. I really enjoyed that. However, I started really losing interest when only I can make a video if I invested pretty much all of my free time. And I'm talking about free time when I'm not working, driving Julia around, or when Julia isn't home, because when Julia's home, we don't get that much time together because of our schedules. I'm not going to say, hey, see you tomorrow. I'm going to go spend 3 hours on this Steam gaming list video. She may have let me every once in a while, but that's not something that I wanted to do either. So really, every little bit of free time before I went to work for like 40 minutes, my entire Friday that it's supposed to be day off felt like it was becoming work, because I had to mad dash to try to get video done, and I just wasn't gaming anymore. And if I wasn't gaming at all, I just lost my passion for gaming, and so I lost my passion for making lists, because they're about gaming. It makes sense, at least in my mind. Hopefully I'm explaining this well. My brain's trying to sort through all this big change as well, so I apologize if some of this isn't making sense, but I think I'm making sense. I got my smart glasses on, so at least I appear more intelligent, right? Is that how that works? I don't know. You guys tell me. Is that how that works? Who knows? So anyways, let's move on from that point. I think we beat that one. Too long. So the next point was that even when I, in my free time, got to do gaming, it did not become fun. It wasn't fun anymore. The reason it wasn't fun is because I felt so much pressure to make a video that when I played a game that I actually wanted to play, I felt guilty, or I felt stressed. I was like, oh man, I want to jump on and play a game of League just casually for fun. oh, but really I should be spending time making that seamless video that I need to drop on Friday. Or I need to be playing through some of these indie games that I just got for free because I need to review some of them. Or I need to make a Steam list on the best top favorite indie games that I've played this year. So every time I played a game just for fun or just casually, I just felt stress and I felt anxiety about it instead of it being something fun that I've enjoyed for all my life. It just wasn't fun anymore. And you know, if I was just doing YouTube channel to get subscribers, to get some ad revenue, to get views, well, that's just a bummer. That's not a good reason. You know, if you have the choice to do something for fun, you know, maybe people are doing YouTube and it becomes their full-time job, and now they literally have to do these videos to survive, to make the paycheck, to pay for all their bills. That's fine. I understand that. If it's a job, then it's a job, and you just keep doing it, and maybe making tweaks, but still doing those videos that maybe you lose passion for. But for me, it's just a hobby, and even though, yeah, sure, I was making like 40, $50 off the ad revenue a month, that's not enough reason to do something that stresses you out. I mean, that's $50 a month, but you gotta realize, if I was making one video a week, that could be 20 to 30 hours in a month. So $2 an hour, woohoo! Yeah, man, YouTubers, you know, they're rich. Well, some of them are. But if I was doing it for the money right now, bad reason. So anyways, all that to say that gaming just really lost its steam. I'm a terrible person. Thanks, Dad. What was I even saying now? Anyways, gaming wasn't really fun, just full of anxiety, and I just want to play games for fun. And that brings me to my next point. I'm actually taking probably about a month off of gaming or so. And the reason that I'm doing that is because I found that even though I made this decision to go to music on my channel, I found myself each day falling back into gaming and not making videos about it, but just gaming for fun. And I realized that games, while I love them, they're so much fun, they really become addicting for me. And not in a sense of like, I have to play this every single second, but just when I get into a game, I really get engrossed into it. And it's really hard for me when I find a game that I like to stop playing that game. So instead of making videos for YouTube, I just spent a lot of time playing video games. You know, like, I'd be like, oh, I'll just play an hour, warm up for the day, and then make some videos. And then 4 hours later, I'm like, oh, just wasted that entire morning. Good job, Luke. So again, gaming became kind of stressful. So, and that has nothing to do with the YouTube channel change, but just something that I've noticed as well is that while I loved gaming, I loved helping people find games, I think for me, teaching people music and doing something creative with it is more meaningful, because I think gaming can bring a ton of meaning, it can bring a ton of fun, but I also see that there are definitely some more dangers in it. And I'm not trying to sound like an old fart, I'm not trying to sound like your mom. I'm just honestly recognizing in my own life, maybe not for you, but for my own life at least, that there are some more dangerous, addictive properties to gaming. And I will eventually play games again, but they do eat up a ton of time. They do eat up a ton of life. And I want to do other things than just play games. You know, I'm not shaming you guys. I'm not trying to tell you guys, you should quit gaming. No, don't do that. I mean, take a break if you need a break like I'm doing. But all that to say is that I think music, for me is a lot more meaningful, and it's hard to get to that point where I am doing music because gaming is just an easy, quick fix to get like a little bit of an enjoyment. Instead of putting the work into music, it's just easy to pop on the computer, open up Steam, and, be lazy, So that's also one of the reasons, I guess that was kind of a 2-for-1. And I only got a couple more. I know I said this video would be long, and it already is long, so let's just do a couple more. The other one I was going to say is that for you guys that haven't owned a home before, owning a home really is a hobby. And in my other video, I think I mentioned that, I got a full-time job, got married, and now owning a home. Even with a full-time job and even with being married and living in an apartment, I felt like I could reasonably keep up with gaming in the gaming industry. Not super well, but, reasonably. And then when we moved, it's just a completely another hobby that you can either look at it and say, man, these chores that I got to get done, these are just a pain in the butt, and I really want to do this gaming, I really want to do music, I really want to do these other stuff. Why do I own a home? And that's an attitude that you can get to. That was an attitude that I saw that I could have. And I think I noticed instead, I really need to treat owning a home like a hobby. And I don't have time for 3 hobbies. I have time for maybe 2 with my job. And so I had to really decide, do I want to do gaming? Do I want to do music as that main other hobby? Because owning a home with mowing the lawn, doing chores, painting, fixing the drains, decorating, updating the studio hopefully soon, those things take a ton of time and eat into your free time. So I had to really make a decision. Do I want to do gaming? Do I want to do music as my secondary hobby? Because owning my home is a hobby now. And so I decided music is just a lot more creative. It's a lot more relaxing to me, and my job is stressful. I love it, but there's some realistic pressures to it. There's some realistic hard times in it because I'm dealing with lots of different people and lots of different, people from the youth in my youth group to the parents of it, to the people in my church, to the staff, to, just a tons of different things where stress can come into my life pretty easily. So I have to find outlets for that. And gaming, as I said, became stressor, so that wasn't an outlet. And I think I just noticed, man, I really need music. And sometimes it's hard to get into music because I'm already drained and tired, and it takes a little bit of effort to get into it. But once I'm inside of that music creating mode, once I'm inside that teacher mode, it becomes really relaxing. It becomes really fun and just soothing to my soul. So as much as I loved gaming, I've grown up on gaming. My dad let me play the Sega when I was 3. He let me play a MOBA called EverQuest when I was like 5 or 6. I've grown up on gaming. I've loved gaming my whole life. But just where I'm at in life, it's not as good of a hobby. It's not as healthy for me as I need it to be. So if something's not healthy in your life, quit. Just axe it. If you have the option, again, you don't always have the option, but deciding your hobbies, hopefully you have the option over, and if it's not healthy, just find a new hobby, find something else. So 2 more reasons. One is, for me, my personality and how I think I'm designed as a person is that I just really like helping other people. I like teaching other people, and it gives me fulfillment. So gaming, to me, I think I saw it as fulfilling because I was like, oh, I'm helping other people find video games that they enjoy and hopefully can have fun. And any streaming and entertaining videos I do, hopefully it's helpful in the sense that, it gives them a good laugh, it gives them at least a good time, and can take some stress off of their life or whatever. And that was how I saw it as fulfilling, because I was helping other people. I didn't want to make a YouTube channel and make it all about me and how people think how great I am. I'm not saying that I'm perfect and not prideful, and I didn't think about what people had to say. I didn't think about my view count and all of those maybe slightly superficial things. I definitely did think about those things. Those things affected me, but for the most part, I tried to focus on helping people. But if I had to say, if teaching people instruments, teaching people music versus helping them find video games to play, I think I have to say that teaching people music is more fulfilling. It's more purposeful. It just seems more valuable to me. And you may disagree with that. That's fine. That's just an opinion of mine. But as far as I see things, I think it'll be a lot more beneficial, even if it's not to you personally, because again, some of you guys don't like music, you don't care about learning instruments. That's fine. But I think overall, in a case study of one person, if we're like, hey, one person, did the gaming channel help you? Yeah, it helped me find this or this game and I enjoyed playing it. Cool. Versus, did Luke's music channel help you? Yeah, I got to learn an instrument. I'm making my own music now. It's a good creative outlet for me, and I learned a new skill. That to me is more valuable. I'm not saying the gaming channel wasn't valuable, but I think this is more valuable in how I envision it. And the last point, again, it just comes really down to what's healthy for not just me, but for my family. And for Julie and I, we're trying to find ways to, have fun and to do stuff together that isn't just watching Netflix on the couch, because that's an easy go-to after a long day at work. So doing this music, as I said, I won't have to put a ton of time into research. I can make a video about a lesson. I know the A chord on the guitar. Not fully in tune, but I know it, okay? And I can play it, and then I can teach you, hey, play these notes. You played an A chord. There's no research to that. I know it, I can show it, and then you'll know it. So hopefully, in theory, once I have the studio set up a little bit more, I get the camera angles I want, and I figure out how I want to make video guitar lessons or whatever instrument, I should be able to pump those out a lot quicker, and that will give me more time to hang out with Julia. It'll give me more time to spend on this vlogging channel. We want to make more vlogs. We want to make more funny videos together, show you guys our dog, all those different things that I've wanted to do for a long time, but just again, no time and energy because I had to focus so much on the gaming channel. So hopefully it frees me up to do more of that. And if you're watching this vlog channel, hopefully it turns out better than it is now, because right now it's this boring log of my old vlogs and one new vlog in the last month. So hopefully through that, it really changes things around on this channel as well. But we'll see. We're going to have to figure all these new things out, and it'll take time to transition into it. Anyways, I know that was a long video. If you watched the whole thing, drop a comment below and tell me, because you're amazing. I don't know why you watched this whole thing, but I love you for it. Let me know what you thought about all of that. Let me know your opinions. I fully understand that you might have different opinions than me. That's great. That's fine. And let me know if you have any questions that I can clear things up on and maybe throw some more insight if it didn't make sense the first time around. So that's it for now. Hope to see you guys on the music channel. If not, that's not your thing. There will be more videos coming to the Jechmate channel. Probably not for 2 or 3 weeks because we're taking a week-long vacation. Hopefully that will energize us. And then I get back 3 days of work, and then I go to our middle school summer camp. So for the next 2 weeks, I'll be pretty much out of commission, but maybe in between those times, I don't know, we might upload a video or two, get the ball rolling, and then after that, hopefully we have a more consistent 2 to 3 times a week uploading on this vlog channel. So if you're excited about that, great. We'll see ya in a couple weeks, and hopefully things go well. You never know when you transition what it's going to be like, but hopefully this journey turns out for the best for me and Julia and for you guys as well. Take care. Thank you guys again so much for your support, and I'll see you in the next vlogging video.